Today we will discuss about reversing a string. Okay, so suppose there is a string is given, Sam. Suppose I wanted output as a after reversing a string, it will be MAS. Sam reverse string will be MAS. So here we need to use to display each character by reversing. We need to use length function. Okay, we can do multiple ways, but I am doing without inbuilt function first. After that, we'll write with inbuilt function. So if you wanted to write without inbuilt function, we need to find out the length of the string, length of this particular given string, and we are going to iterate each character with for loop, and we are going to display that. So let's see how it is going to be displayed. So as discussed, we need input string first as a one variable, and I have given like this. Suppose now we need length of the string. So inside for loop itself, I will give as input dot length minus one. Why length minus one we are giving? Okay, as index starts from zero for strings. So that's why we are giving length minus 1, and we wanted to iterate until it reaches 0. Okay, if it is a greater than 0, we wanted to go inside and we wanted to display each character, and we are going to decrement I value. Then only we are going to get, as a first iteration we get m. Now in the second iteration it is going to decrement one value, and whenever it is decremented it will be a value, and whenever it is decremented next it will be s value. So that's why we are doing decrement. So, and we need one more variable to store our output, which is getting appended each character. So what is meant by appending each character? In first iteration, we will have a m value. First, I wanted to take into one variable. Okay, suppose output. I wanted to store this m value. Okay, in second iteration, in next iteration, I wanted to store a value. In next iteration, I want to store in s value, so that this output string I can display it. So now I am going to take one variable to store output. So let me give here string output equal to empty value initially. Now I am going to store each character. Okay, each character I wanted, each character I wanted. So input dot CharAt function. So what does it do? Okay, each character, if you wanted to retrieve from a string, okay, so we need to use CharAt function to retrieve each character. So character wise we are retrieving. So I first character in I, what is the value? It will be, the length is here 2. 2. So in it is present, m character is present. Okay, in the first iteration, I is equal to 2. So m value. Next, I value is decremented and it is I greater than or equal to 0. Yes, it is, condition is true. Then it goes inside and it will check in first index 1, what value is present? A. So, and we are going to store each character, and we wanted to append that previous character also write. Previously, in first iteration, we will have a m value. So where we are storing and appending to the next character, which is coming a, we need to append that. So that's why I wanted to, I wanted to append for each iteration. Okay, whatever is present in previous iteration, that I wanted to be stored in output and add to that output next character. Okay, so now it is in first iteration, in output I have a m. In first iteration I will have a m. So in the next iteration, whenever it is coming, output value m plus a, because char at I have a value whenever it reaches first iteration, next iteration. So it will have a. And next iteration we have already m a, and whenever it reaches I is equal to 0, and by decrementing this I value, we have a plus yes. So this way it is going to append to the each character previously iterated index values and current iteration value. So like that, the output we get into this variable. Okay. So now let's store that, sorry, display that. So here we used CharAt function for particular string because we wanted to retrieve each character in this string, and we need a length function to find out what is the length of the string and display each character by iterating that. That's it. Just two methods you should know and you can write very easily. So let's display that. Let's execute it and display that. So if you see it, it is displayed, okay, whatever output we need. So let's write it with inbuilt function as well. So with inbuilt function, if you wanted to write, we have a reverse function in string buffer class. So let's write it string buffer. Now, okay, this string object, I wanted to be converted to string buffer, okay, to this class. So the syntax will be, I need to pass that particular string value to this reference variable, okay, or I can say object, so that now I can just use very easily dot reverse function. So it will be displayed reversing of thus that particular string. So just I need to display this. Okay, just I am keeping, let me keep this code here so that you can keep both of the approaches. So now I am not displaying first one which we are getting. So I am displaying second approach, which is using string buffer. So now if you see it, it is also displayed. So now just what we did is just you need to understand this is a conversion from string object to string buffer. So this string object, which is our input, we are converting to string buffer and we are displaying it. Hope you understood and it's very easy. Yeah, thank you.